What's good, YouTube? See how many people are coming here. Happy Juneteenth. It's Juneteenth, and I haven't had a good rant in a while. I think I'm gonna have one today. Because somebody just said something that really triggered me, and it kind of pissed me off. What's good? Happy Juneteenth. Yeah, so today is going to be my rant day. Because some people don't know my triggers. I motivate and inspire people while I'm going through my own bipolar depression. And I'm going to speak on that in a few minutes. But it's just not my life. Because I'm one of them type of people. I'm practicing very hard to be in the world, but not of the world. Yet, I cannot and will not change who I am. So some of my depression stems from I care about people. I'm not in this world. I don't think God brought me in this world just to think about myself. And I want to walk in my purpose. And I know now that your purpose can be difficult. You know, you feel like the weight of the world is on your shoulder before you even get to walking your purpose. When you start tapping into it and you realize, you know, you sent here for a reason. And you know, with all the things going on in the world, I'm not gonna lie, it's depressing. However, so I was speaking on it. The noise in the background, my apologies, it's annoying. So I'm speaking on what's going on because that's why I'm on here. I'm a quality engager, but as I engage, it put a lot on my mind and on my heart. So I'm talking about all things that are going on here. Good evening. Good evening. I'm Factz. I'm a poet. Daily inspiration, real conversations, quality content. I have no niche. I do karaoke. You can check my profile and learn more about me. Single mom boys. Mine grown. We made it through so far, but I'm still, being a mom. So, yeah. If you can hear me, put a 1 in the chat. If you can. I'm about to come on here and do my little rant. I haven't did a rant in a long time, but I had a trigger. If you go into my content, you'll know what I mean by a trigger. There are triggers to bipolar, especially when you have depression, bipolar, PTSD from a domestic violence relationship, and when you've been abused as a child. People don't understand it because you show up like everything good, but hurt people say. Also though, I'm not gonna lie, I realize that I'm a person that treat people how I wish people would treat me. So I'll put other people's problems on me and I'll try to help them. But that be them same people that hurt me and they don't even care what I do for them. And they will talk down on you and then like gaslight you, make it seem like, oh, you do this, you do that, you always negative. I be talking about real life, what's really going on. Some people don't care nothing about their damn self. And for me, it really gives me a headache. Like, I don't like people like that. Like, nobody, I was brought here with a twin, but nobody is in this world by themselves. And if you don't care nothing about what's going on in the world, and all you want to do is worry about a concert, a vacation, or the next party, something like that, like, we're not on the same level. And I can't get upset about that, but I don't like them vibes. Like, that's why I be by myself. Like, I like to be around people that want to figure out how to do something to help in this world, not just the next party, or can I get some money for a vacation, or trying to keep up with the Jones. The Jones can't even keep up with the Jones. And I think that's most of us. Well, I think that's a lot of our problem. Our people. We too busy trying to do the next thing that somebody else doing, worrying about a concert and a World Cup and all that. And we should be trying to make life better for our grandchildren and our children. Give me a second. I'm about to do a poll. It's still Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. And that's why I haven't really been speaking up lately. I've been trying to stay positive. However, but that's my other issue. I have an issue myself with that. Because here lately, that has been my most problem. Like, I don't took so much out for men, and I really don't know a lot of positive men. And I think that's another thing in my spirit that I got to deal with. Don't get me wrong. I love my family. I do have uncles that have stand in the gap when my father wasn't there. However, when it comes to a man settling down, being respectful, not cheating, and building a family, I don't see much of that. And when I say that, I mean, I just got to be 100. This with my family too. Like, I haven't seen a lot of positive male role models. Now, I'm not saying this because I'm a woman, but I must say, my family, like my aunties, my mom, and all them, we've been some women with strength. I don't even like to say strong no more, because me personally, I don't know about nobody else. I'm tired of being strong. Like, I don't want to be strong. I don't want to be weak, but I'm not no man. I'm tired of putting on a skirt and pants. Like, I'm getting tired of it. Like, I need more men to start showing up. Like, it's annoying. Like, my sons, they really didn't have no real role models. You know what I'm saying? They just saw me. And in between that, I've been trying to provide and be, in the school and all that, my children growing up. I'm a grandmother now, and I'm glad I just got one. I even think about that. She stayed a little ways from me. I think about how she is in school, and even though she's 5, I tell her, don't let nobody touch you. Tell your grandma if anybody touch you. Don't let anybody touch you. I have to have these talks. So I don't know what her mom do, but when she come around me, when I get her prepared and dressed, I tell her, look, when you go to the restroom, you old enough, you make sure you take care of yourself when you use the bathroom. And when you bathe, you don't let nobody come to no restroom then like that. And I'm speaking on this because that's why I say it's a rant, because my mind all over the place. Thank you for those who are voting. My mind all over the place because people don't know it just be so much in my mind that it drives me to mania. I don't know if you know anything about mania, but one example of mania is you get some money, right? And you feel like you just got to buy this, you just got to buy this. And sometimes it's not necessarily things that you need. You just feel like you need to buy it because you're in mania. And you may say, okay, you may need some soap, right? But you might decide, I'm going to buy some soap for my son, my daughters, my cousins. And that's because you're in that mania. And that your mind telling you just spend that check and you're going to get it right back. You know the song. But that's mania. And for me, when I'm feeling that way, I like to sit on the porch and listen to some nature, whether it's rain, the birds chirping, and the bees buzzing. But that's what I have to do for me. And I'm realizing every day that I have to realize and analyze that everybody ain't me. They're not going to think like me. Even though some things just annoy the hell out of me, I have to think that people, they're not going to think like me. And I have to figure out that, we're all on different levels. We have our own opinions. And some people, I I'm not gonna lie, looking, I'm like, how the hell I even end up with this person? Like, we're not nowhere near on the same level. But I figured out that one of the reasons I did, because it was what we had in common, was drinking. So today I drank me some coffee. Now I'm one of them type of people. Prayer of serenity. Can you say my name? Can you say my name? No, I don't know what that says. Ray Vance, I don't know too much going on in that name. Thank you for the comment though, and let me stop and say thank you for the comments. Thank you for the one person that liked the live. Thank you for those who just even came by and listening to my rant, and I really thank everyone who voted. But yeah, I'm really figuring out, I don't even know. I guess when I was drinking like I used to, like drink liquor all the time, and I guess my broken heart, and raising my kids on my own and just needing a friend. Sometimes I just welcome the wrong things in my life. But what I'm trying to do now is get balance. Like, can we walk on the trail? Like right now, well, not right now because it's hot out there. It's hot as hell out there. But early in the morning or in the evening when it cool down. Sometimes when it's a little warm, long time, do it long. I want to walk on the trail. I don't want everything I do to have to include having a drink. I don't want to have a drink just to deal with friends. No, I'm not. Let me take that back. Associates. I don't have no friend. God, my friend. But I don't want to have a drink just to deal with some of my family. And I do that. I'm a social and a problem drinker. However, like I said, the prayer of serenity, and I had to stop. I had a distraction. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the will to know the difference. And I'm not embarrassed to say that I attend AA meetings, and I understand why they say God don't make no mistakes, because I ended up in that class, and it was for another reason, but alcohol was always my drug of choice. One day I just decided, for whatever reason, that I wanted to hit a cigar. When somebody came in the house with a cigar, I hit the cigar, and I didn't know how, but I know all of a sudden I went to this program and they had a drug test on the spot. I hit the cigar one time, mind you, and failed the drug test. And they was like, well, why you didn't tell us that you was? I was like, I don't even smoke cigars. I just smoked cigar that day. My drug of choice is alcohol. But anyway, because of that, I was put into a class, right? And I know I'm all over the place. That's why I'm calling this a rant. A lot on my mind. Some people don't, because you don't show up a way, they'll assume you good. I'm not good. I'm surviving. You know what I mean? I love me. However, my children are the reason I want to live every day, and my granddaughter. And that's just real talk. I love my twin. I love my family. I'm going to say my family, most of them anyway. Some of them I can't deal with a whole day. I can't. I'm just going to keep 100 with you. But if it went for that, I would want to, know what's really what's up there or what's down there. You know what I mean? If you know what I mean. But no, I would never take myself out of here. I don't know what the GAY is in the chat for. First of all, I'm not rainbow. I love all people. No matter what a man do, I don't want no woman. No, lately, it's just been me and God, sweetheart. There's nothing wrong with celibacy. So I don't know why somebody put that GAY in there. But it must have been somebody that ain't all there, because I don't think you have to do is put a rainbow, sweetheart. Say rainbow. We not using that GAY word no more. We using rainbow. If you know, you know. Unfortunately, they mess up the rainbow, because now they use it for that reason. But no, I love everybody. I just don't hang out with the rainbow population like that. But I love everybody. We all got one in our family, just like we all got one on drugs in our family. It's life. It's life. I'll be right back, like I was saying. So far, we got 40% and we got 60% no. I'm sorry to hear that. Although I'm doing my rant, I wish everyone love, peace, and joy. Happiness, look up that word happiness. Then do me a favor and look up joy. And I'm gonna do you a favor. I'm gonna look it up too, because I'm one of them type of people. If you follow my content, another thing I did yesterday when I was on here, and I do other days, I define words. Because with defining, it give you clarity. So I'm gonna look up happiness and joy. But I'm telling you from the heart, this world have been depressing to me lately. Because when it's somebody else's son, I feel like it's our son. Carmelo, Derek, George Floyd, even the older people. It hurt my heart when they take our people away from here. And to be honest, like I said the other day, people change for one or two reasons. Mine is both. Their heart have been broken or their eyes have been opened. It's both for me. It's some good people in this world. Don't get me wrong, and I hope I'm one of them. I try every day to be. And unfortunately, the good people, we get walked over like a welcome mat. And people get tired. But yeah, my heart have been broken. My eyes have been opened. I now lost so many people. Like my best friend, my grandma, she gone. It's like anybody else come up, and they seem like they good, they always have a hidden agenda. Or they always, if they can, break my heart. Because to tell you the truth, I don't know how much more can be broken right now. The only thing, my family, my immediate family, what I pushed out, and my granddaughter, I just want them to be okay. That what breaks my heart, for them not to be okay. Other than that, it been so much going on in this world. Some people how much can a person take? I don't took so much now to it be okay. I'm tired. I don't even want to go to no more funerals. I didn't intentionally, but I didn't even make it to my granddad's funeral. But I don't even feel, I don't feel no ways about it, because I'm tired of going to funerals. And I thank God, like I said, my children okay right now. It could be better, it could be worse. But just to see these other folks losing their children, and these powerful, rich people playing on I feel like they playing in our face. That's what I feel like. These folks, you threaten folks and they let you right out of jail. If it was our people, we'll be up under the jail cell. That's the type of stuff that pisses me off. You're like, why you so? Because this way I wear this type of stuff on my sleeve. I care about other people in the world. I don't just care about me. When it comes to me right now, I'm straight. I'm straight. God got me. He always have a plan before stuff go down. If I lose my income or whatever, God always have had me. I won't complain about that. Although I lost my best friend, my only friend, my grandmother, my dad, he been gone. He left him. My son came here in 98. But I never know how a man should treat me. I just seeing how folks be treated, and experience is best teacher. So I have experience. But my grandma was my friend. And then I didn't spend her last days, I didn't spend with her because of the people that was around her. Because if I'm being honest, I had to realize Some people I stay away from my family because it's too much to deal with. Like I was just telling somebody, I'm not with that fake and phony stuff. Like, clean that closet out. Like, stop sweeping stuff on the rug and acting like stuff good when it's not. Like, I tell them, keep my granddaughter safe. Like, don't have her around everybody because you don't know what they own. There's so many demonic spirits in this world right now. Like, some people act like they can't do without some stuff. Like I said, the prayer of serenity. I may like alcohol because I'm a problem in a social drinker, but I'm not drinking liquor like that no more. I might drink a shot here and there. But the beer, it's not good for you either because for me, it blow my stomach up. But I learned that I'm a social problem drinker. I've been told that. But I just have to remind myself of that because sometimes when you don't pay attention, you can fall into your old ways. You know what I'm saying? And while I'm trying to find balance in my life, you can't let them demonic spirits around you, and we all have some in us, but you can't let them overtake you because you know the Lord. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying this to me and whoever else know the Lord. Like, I'm not a baby in Christ no more. Like, people keep trying to tell me, you need to go. I listen to the word, but baby, I am the church. What we talking about? And I'm not saying I feel like I'm bigger or higher than nobody, but some of these things I already know. The word says to be a doer of the word and not a hearer only. Sometimes people, they want to talk about getting a word, going to church. It's like going to the doctor. If you ain't gonna do what that doctor tell you to do, what you still going for? If that doctor tell you to stop smoking or to stop drinking or to exercise, if you're not gonna do it, why are you even going to the doctor? And it's the same thing as the church. If you're not gonna live by the word, why are you going there? To get an amen? Because I got confirmation the other day. Like, I was just saying this. Some people go to church and they tell them what they want to hear to make them come back. They ain't feeding no solid food. They feeding them baby food. And they tell them what they want to hear. And tell them it's all right. It's all right to sin. No, it's not. It's not all right. That's why I'm celibate now. Not to put on no show for nobody. Not just doing it for God. I'm doing it for me and God to tell the truth. Because there's too much going on in this world. I'm too old to be, I'm finna be 50. I'm too old to be in a damn CDC clinic. And I'm going to tell you the truth. I said a long time ago, you know, when you're young, you joking around and you serious at the same time. I like, boy, if a man ever bring me something, boy, I'm going off on him. That's what I used to say. But you know what? I'm going to tell you the truth. That's why I can't mess with it no more. I can't because, like, when that person was cheating on me and all that, I almost went left on that man. Not because of a woman. I don't care nothing about that. Folks used to tell me, oh, your baby dad doing this shit. I don't give a damn about that. I care about you bringing something home to me. You know what I'm saying? I have children to live for. It's too much going on out here nowadays. So for these folks now, girl, you don't care that. Girl, I don't give a damn about that. I want stability. Food on my table, roof over my head, my children straight. You know what I'm saying? My grandchild straight. And then you got these female crazy as hell. They want to fight over a man. Like, are you for real? Ho, you cool? You want to fight over a man? I mean, it's beside me. Some people just crazy. And I don't mean like mentally ill. I'm bipolar. I'm talking about don't give a damn crazy. That type of, like, don't give about nothing. Nothing don't matter to them. They don't care nothing about nothing. You tell them something happens to somebody, they think it's funny, they think it's a game. I'm talking about those kind of people. They're the ones I stay away from. You know, they be saying, oh, that person bipolar, no. Them people who don't give a damn about nothing, them ones you better stay away from. Like, I'm for real. Like them young people say, on God. Like, cause they on demon time. We like, it's in God time, but some of these people, they on demon time. They don't, when they say they don't care nothing about nothing, you better get away from them. And then you got some of them who faking the funk, acting like they happy and everything good. But you know what? They not realizing that they got people that keeping them good. That's why they good. The worst thing you can do though is hold in everything. Cause the person that hold in everything, them be the ones on Snap in the first 48 and all that type of stuff. I don't care if you get a therapist. It's not a weakness. Get you therapy if you need therapy. But for the people,
hey, you still got your AirPod?
The people who hold everything in, yes. You better watch them. I don't see them go all the way left. You be like, are you serious? They'll put their hand on you. They'll talk down on you. And then as soon as you give it back to them, they think, oh, something wrong with you. No, I'm getting back with you. I'm getting back with you. Something wrong with me if I allow you to walk over me. But right now, I'm right in between this, and I'm finna do the definition of this too. I'm trying to find that balance, because I used to be passive and let people walk all over me. Then I became passive aggressive because people were being aggressive towards me. I want to be assertive. You got passive, aggressive, and assertive. I never knew that you can be passive and aggressive. But now I know, because I became that. You know, it's like when you get tired, you want to give somebody back what they give you. And I don't mean fight, because I've never been no fighter, but I fight with my mouth. I'm not going to even care. I always had a mouth on me. Like, you can say something to me, I don't even have to cuss you out. I can think of the lowest thing I could say to you. And I try not to be that person. That's why I was on here the other day talking about triggers. You got to know your trigger or triggers. That's why I prefer nature, walks, things like that as I get older. I got a puzzle now. I was on live the other night doing my puzzle. I'm gonna finish my puzzle between probably today, tomorrow. I'm not sure. I've been taking my time on it because I be going live and all that, and joining other people live. Like I said, I'm a quality engager, but I'm changing some things. You know, going to 50, I look at life differently, and time is valuable. Like I was telling somebody the other day. You can give somebody some money back, but you can't give them their time back. You can't. And you know, the word says, where your heart is, there your treasure shall be also. But some people, they don't think about, well, why people don't want to be around me? A lot of people need to look at the man in the mirror. You know, that's what I had to do, and I'm still doing it. And every day I'm a work in progress, and I'm striving daily. And for perfection, yes, for perfection. Because we should all try to be closer to Jesus, to be like Jesus as we can, or whoever your God is. Mine is Jesus. I believe in Jesus Christ. I've been to holiness. I've been to Baptist. I got baptized Seventh-day Adventist. I even practiced with Jehovah's Witness before. Well, I'm going to say learn with, not practice. I'm not going to say practice. One thing I'll say that I believe they said, there's a God and there's a Jesus. Now, when they say the Father, Son, Holy Spirit, all one, it's like saying me and my family, we all one. But if you read the Bible, if you read it say, this is my son in whom I'm well pleased, that let you know it's two that's together. That means Jesus. And nobody comes to the Father without going through the Son. So that means there's Jesus and there's God. Let me tell you something, I got to stop right there because I got to say this. I'm just now realizing, really, that's why they say you learn more and more every day. People come off as so nice. Them be the scariest people to me. Them be people, like I say, that'll be on Snap. Because they don't really say what they mean what they say. They'll tell you one thing because they have to put on a facade all their life. I don't never want to be that type of person that feel like I have to put on a facade. And I think maybe that's why I used to have me a drink before I go to my family gatherings. You know, family gatherings and things of that nature. But I'd rather be that person that be real. They might not like my real, but I'm the type of person, I'd rather just tell you how I feel. I don't want to hold it in and play like everything good, and then you might treat me like a stepchild. I'm saying like that. You might treat me like a stepchild. You might be like, I'm just going to give an example. Say, for instance, I'm coming to your house, and you say, oh, such coming over here. Let me take out my fine china, my champagne glass, my best wine, or my coffee cup and my best coffee and creamer for her. And you got some people that'll put up the best and give you the worst. And they'll give somebody else the best when they come over. That's what I mean. It's like they throw a rock and hide their hand. And this is the type of stuff be on my mind. People think, oh, that's not a part of the illness. God's showing you real things, and you just got to take heed. That's why I always say, in all my ways, like the word saying, all your ways, acknowledge me and I will direct your path. If God tell me to stay home and don't go, that's what I do. I mean, when I say that, I mean go to somebody else's house, go with somebody, because it could go left. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I believe in Jesus, and I believe in loving yourself. If it's the greatest love of all. So like I told somebody, and it's just being real, don't hit me. Don't put your hands on me. That's why I understand that case. Don't put your hand on me, because it won't be good. Do not put your hands on me, because I promise you I'm going to hit you back. Because, we also have, flashbacks. And when I have a flashback when somebody don't hit me, it reminds me, this person don't put their hands on me. And so don't do it again, because it won't work out for you. Don't put your hands on me. You can say whatever you want to, but don't put your hands on me, because now you can even call me the B word. You can call me a bill, and I'll be all right with that. Just don't put your hands on me. I finally got cool with that, because it used to be, I was called that so much when I was little. If you call me that, it's grounds for fighting, and I'm not even a fighter. But that's real disrespect to me. That's just like putting your hand on me. It's disrespectful. Throwing something at me is disrespectful. If you throw a piece of paper or a book or anything at me, for me, that's just like hitting me. That's like you trying to comfort me. And as the older people say on that show, don't comfort me unless I send for you. Do not comfort me. Because another thing I know is, a quiet person and a scary person, you don't want to mess with them. And I have been both. Now, I don't go for bad still. I never been a fighter. However, I'm like, fear no man but God. I don't go for bad. But you're not finna talk to me reckless. You're not about to put your hands on me, and you're not about to take advantage of me. And when I get tired of somebody taking advantage of me, I'm the type of person, I will love you hard. I will. But when I get tired, I'm tired and I'm done. Like I had an auntie said, she told my ex-boyfriend, she said, when y'all break up, you can still come to the family barbecues. I say, no, the hell he can't. For what? Done is done. Gone is gone. Don't come to none of my family barbecues. Especially when you came in wrong and you played like you weren't married. No. You caught me slipping or whatever, however you want to say it. I take accountability for all the things I've done now. That's why I'm single now. I take accountability for it. However, I'm going to make a man take accountability too. It's men's mental health awareness month. You know what I had to realize? That don't mean I have to sugarcoat things. I just have to honor and respect men. Because as I'm saying the things I say, I'm teaching them how to treat me and how to treat other ladies. So, I don't know who I have on here, but men, stand up. Stand on business. Show us that we are not the least protected. Because right now, they taking a lot of y'all out. They are. And I have love for y'all still. Although I never really had one to treat me the way I'm supposed to be treated, I still have love for you. I have to. You know what I'm saying? I have sons. I have uncles. And it really matters to treat people right. Because one thing about one of my uncles, he had his ways, but he had love. He had love for the family. He had love for everybody. Everybody have their way of showing love, but When somebody love you, you ought to see some signs. It's like if you love Jesus, he ought to see some signs. And not no, oh, I'm going to church every Sunday, because some people just use, I put a tithes in. No, you got to sacrifice some things. You got to let go of the things you addicted to. And I'm not saying you're going to let them go out at one time. If it's fornication, alcoholism, whatever it may be, that's your way of showing that you love God. Because you talking about God, help me, help God this, God that. You constantly ask him, are you thanking him for what he's already done? Are you praying about that stronghold that's on your life, or that addiction? Are you doing that? So you can honor God. You know, he wants something from you too. It go both ways. And I realize everybody wants something from you. If you say you don't want nothing from somebody and you're in a relationship with them, you lying to yourself. You know what I mean? Because people want you to sacrifice for them, and they don't realize it can be a shared space. There can be a sacrifice, because some people can be set in their ways, like a clean house, and you might not be that clean. I'm just gonna tell the truth. And not saying you're dirty, but you might not clean up for real. You might think straightening up is cleaning up. And for that person that's set in their ways, that might be a lot, because they might have been raised clean. So it's not easy peasy. It's not cut and dry. You know what I mean? And you might be that person making that sacrifice. You know, I'll clean up behind them because I love them. You know what I'm saying? I care about this person. And you don't have to be in love with them. You can love them. However, love is a sacrifice. What sacrifices are they making for you? Because then you find some people, you making sacrifice for them. However, they might say, well, darn, they always want to ride. Oh, they always talking about do this, or they do that. It's a sacrifice. It go both ways. That's why I say if you in a relationship with someone and you say you don't want anything out of it, something wrong. You got to be real with yourself. Well, I'm saying you don't have to do anything. Like somebody told me, you're right, you don't have to. But guess what? Like I used to say back in the day, at 1341 you do. You can do whatever you want to do at your house. But at 1341, you're going to respect me. Or go on about your business. And it's on everything. I'll tell a person that in a minute, you ain't got to do a damn thing. You sure don't. For me or to me. But you got to back up off of me. Because I belong to Jesus. And you're going to respect my grounds and my boundaries. Or you can go on. And then if you don't want me to talk about how I feel, guess what? You ain't have to talk. I can talk to God and nature. You can get out my space and you won't have to listen to nothing I have to say. But I can almost guarantee you, and I'm not perfect, but I can almost guarantee you're going to come back and say, you know what? You're right about some things. I promise you is. I mean, that even goes for like, if you have a difficult situation or difficult relationship with your mother, your father, whatever, they might annoy you, but however, there's some things you're going to come back and say, you know what, my mama told me this, she warned me. She told me to leave. She told me that man and me mean me no good. She told me that wasn't really my friend. She told me if I had something, yeah, everybody gonna want me. When I ain't got nothing, won't nobody want to be around me. Or they'll start talking about what they don't like about me. It's gonna always be something the person don't like about you. It's gonna be always somebody can say something negative about you. Just love yourself and look at the person in the mirror. And if it's true, fix it. If it's not true, then that means you need to cut them off. And when I say cut them off, you can still love them. Some people just got to love from a distance, and I'm learning that. Some people hold on to your coattail or to your dress because you are an asset to them. And they can have some things that help you out. But you got to weigh the options. You got to weigh it. And, when I was young, I learned where they say write it down. Write down what they add to you. Write down what you don't want to live with. Because as I was just telling somebody, I said, I get on here and I run my mouth sometimes. I say, but it may be something that'll help somebody. Because there's a difference in talking to somebody and at somebody. And some of us didn't have no parent, to really talk to us. They talk at us. They say, if you don't do this, I'm going to put you out. Do this, or this going to happen.
We gotta follow it.
I'm on live. Why?
I thought you was
No, I'm not on the phone with nobody. You come through here, my camera not on me. Mm-hmm. I think she got done what she wanted done. But as I said, for the people that are in here, I'm fairly, I don't know, I don't really work this like I work TikTok or FB or Instagram. I'm trying to, get my following up or whatever. So some of this is new to me. I can read comments. I don't know yet how to respond to them, except when I get off this app. But whoever you are, I thank you for the 2 likes. I seen a couple of people come through here. They didn't want to like my content, and I'm okay with that. Because like I said, I'm a work in progress. But today it's just my rants. I decided today going to be my rant. It's Juneteenth, and some people don't want to tell the truth. And this one truth I'm going to say, sometimes we can be our own problem. They're worrying about the YT people. Our own people can be our enemy.
YT? YouTube?
No, that mean that other color, other than BLK. You know how we have to be on TikTok and we have to say it in a different way?
You mean WHT?
No, we say YT. That's how we say it, baby.
That mean YouTube.
Whatever. I'll just say YouTube. That's what I mean. I'm on YouTube. But anyway, yes, I'm real. Some people might not like my real, but if you're a low quality person or you have some low quality, like, you know what I'm saying, in you, and you're a man, you probably won't want to come across me, because I'm telling how it is. Yeah, he fixing something on.
You should record that.
Nah, he didn't want to be recorded. I don't care nothing about recording that anyway. Forget that, man.
You ain't recording that?
Have he took him away from here?
He said he wanted you to record that.
Nah, he didn't want me to. Did he take him away from here?
What?
Some of the bikes.
He fixing them.
Oh, he's still out there fixing them.
Yeah, trying to fix them.
But yeah, some people might not like my real, but I like to keep it real. And I didn't used to, because I'll be afraid to say how I really feel about a person. But it is what it is. Like, if you're not my friend no more, if you're not my best friend, I'm not going to play like you are. And I'm not the best thing going, but I've noticed, ladies, I always have older women as friends, because ladies, we seem to be so much in competition. You know what I'm saying? And always comparing ourselves. Now, it's all right. Competition is good. But if you're one of them type of ladies who always competing with somebody, trying to find some bad in their life or up under their rug or in their closet because you want to seem like you better than them or greater than them, that's crazy work. But that's why I don't have friends, because that's what I always find. Or what I call fake and phony people. They act like everything good, like they stuff don't stink. Like everything perfect at home, I ain't saying tell them out your business, but they acting like everything perfect. It's crazy work. That's, that's how you get into situations though. Because you'll meet somebody, and I like to give this example because I kind of experienced this through somebody else. They sharp as hell at the club. They popping bottles and spending money, yada, yada, yada. You find out, you go to their house, they sharp as they said back in the day, they sharp as a tack. You know what I'm saying? They clean. All white. They all white. I'm all white. I'm all white. You go to their house, as a creator sound here, the milk stink and the water stink. Or the milk stink and the water dirty. And every time you see them, they outside. I be outside. I'm outside today. How about going to their house cleaning up? See, that's kind of real I be talking about. Some people don't want real. Or you get in their vehicle and you don't even want to sit down. It's so dirty. That's why I say time is valuable. Spend your time wisely. You shouldn't be outside all the time. Your house dirty, your car dirty, your children dirty. Make it make sense. And this not to talk about nobody. It's just being real while I'm on this topic. Clean your house. You know, then you got folks that want to sit and talk about you. Sweep your porch. Cause I'm sure your stuff not squeaky clean. And I mean, some people need to literally sweep their porch, but they want to talk about you and think they're better than you. I pay attention. I watch as well as pray. I watch what people say. I might not say them right then, but I'm thinking about it. Because you're showing me who you really are. You know what I'm saying? A person can pretend for only so long. And like everything good. Then you find out they think they're better than you secretly. They talk about you, but they don't put your name in it. But oh yeah, they talking about you. At least I can admit I'm unhappy. Some people can't do that. They don't want to do that. But while I'm remembering that, let me go back and look up joy and happiness. Because I always said, this joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me, they can't take it away. I had a friend that used to tell me this all the time. He gone. We used to go to church. People tell me negative things. And I say, you know what? Don't keep telling me that. When I met the part where I came in their life, they were positive. And they was a friend to me. So I don't want to hear about what you heard they did and was back in the past. I have a past too. And some of it's still in my present. It's not long as it's in my future. I'm good because I'm working on it. You know, past, present, and future. Long as God Omega, beginning and end. That's all that matters to me. As long as I keep him. Now, if you let that go, it can go either way. Probably downhill. But I just don't go by what people say about others. I check them out for myself. Because some of the people that you think are the nicest, you can listen to people, but let me say this. If they're so great, you know how some people try to sell you on somebody? Ask yourself this. If they so great, why the hell you ain't with them? Think about it. If they so great, why aren't you with them? That's what I learned about people. So study them for yourself. And as that judge say, look deep before you leap. And as Michael Jackson say, do things twice. Do things twice. Right. Think twice. And look deep before you leap. Experience is a good teacher. I sure have learned. Like that song say, I learned to respect the power of love. That's real talk right there. And that's the other song say, I don't know what God got for my future. But right now, love don't live here anymore. I just dress and rest. I forgot about Cinderella a long time ago when I thought I was going to wear a yellow dress and get married. Well, I'm knocking on 50 now, and somebody told me it's never too late. Oh, if it's too late for your heart, unless God authorize it. For me, it is. It's too little too late. For one thing, my father won't be there. My grandma won't be there. My granddaddy won't be there. So for when people be waiting to so-called put a ring on it, and they be waiting, and you don't say nothing, you just be watching it and seeing what they gonna do. Sometimes it be too late. Because all the prominent people that could have been there, not even there no more. So for me, it might not even matter no more. And then when you look at the world, like, it don't even matter no more because a lot of these people out here married, and they just as single as I am. Married but single. You feel me? They call it separated, but it's married but single. And I'm not just talking, what else you say? I'm not talking about my life. It might just happen to resonate with me too. You feel me? But yeah, married is the new single. It's a trend, just like going to college for some people. I've never been the type of person that follow what somebody else do. I've never been a follower. I came to this world with somebody. Twin. But guess what? I always had my own mind. I followed her when it was something I wanted to do. Sure, or when it's the right thing to do, I did. But I've never followed nobody just to follow them. I've never been a follower. That's why I always liked the older people, because I thought they were more mature. Notice I said I thought, but I had to realize, analyze now. It's your mindset. It's not no age. It's a mindset. I can learn something from my children. My children can learn something from me. Iron sharpen iron. Two stupid dogs is not a good place to be. I did that one too. Not calling myself stupid, but one thing I would tell my sons, and I'm telling them now, be with somebody that's going to add to you. And if you ain't got a car, they ain't got a car, what y'all going to both be on the bus? Now, if they can have aspirations and they can get some license and they know how to drive, you might can work something out with them. But if it was in the situation that I was in, that they lost their license before they even got their license, and you can't drive, that means we're going to be spending money on transportation, or we going to be on model, or we ain't going no goddamn well. You know what I'm saying? Something to think about. I wish somebody would have talked to me about this. But it's okay. It's never too, well, I want to say it's never too late to learn. Because time is precious. It really is. But if I know then what I know now, I wouldn't have gave people the time today. I would have stayed how I was when I was young. Listen to other people. Then some people you listen to them, and you think about it later on. You say, what was I thinking? I'm going to look up these two words. But I'm going to say this while I'm looking up these two words. Some of these very people who, called me Sister Teresa and all that, and then they made me feel like I was lame and all that. Now they so into Christ. But I was lame. Like I said, I wasn't a follower, but I was a listener. And when enough people kept being in my head telling me I was Sister Teresa and I was lame, I was like, maybe I should get a man. Maybe I should smoke. Maybe I should drink. And I'd be exactly like them, but I was like, maybe I need to loosen up, loosen up. Yeah, right. Always stick with your first mind. Because I always say that come from God. First, in my opinion, gonna come from God. Then that second thought, they're gonna come from the other side. But one thing my auntie used to tell me, go down both of them roads in your mind and see where they're going to lead you. God won't steer you wrong, though. I tried him, and he's never steered me wrong. Anytime I was in trouble, I went the wrong way. I went left, and he told me to go right. That's how it go, though. My device moving slow. I'm trying to get to this though. Somebody don't want me to get this out of here, but I'm about to get it in now. I don't know who on here, but I made up my mind. I talk, I be quiet, and I be talking again. So as people come in and come out, talking to you, it's talking. Not talking to you, it's talking, because I'm always talking to God. And if somebody come across this content, my highlights, whatnot, I'll still be talking. I won't just be on pause. This my little device. This my little backup device where I get my insight from. It's tweaking a little bit. It's tripping on me. I'm gonna get to it in a minute though. Okay, I think I'm on the right path here. For the people who have been here for a minute, listen to my rant, I want to say thank you. I really appreciate it. Happy Juneteenth again. And I even got another weight about that. It's the first and second thought. Happy Juneteenth, not freedom. Because I did post that, but freedom is a mindset. I'm going to say it like that. It's a war over there, though. So they just let you know how free we are. It's a war over there. We free, though. You free to do what you want with life to do. You just have consequences with it. You know what I mean? You ever think the people that they say are touch, they're some of the smartest people or some of the wisest people? Pay attention. Listen when they open their mouth. You'll see. You might not get it then, but later on you'll be like, you know what? God must have told them to say that because that was something that needed to be said. Okay, we have on my vote, on my question, we have 64% yes and 36% no on my poll. Okay, pause on my poll. Pause. Okay. No, that's not what I asked them. Sometimes when you go on here now that they have this AI, you go on here and you look up something and you ask them one thing. Like I was looking up happy. They asked me what's another word for happy. That's not what I asked you. That's not what I asked you. Happy is an adjective used to describe a state of well-being, contentment, or joy. Okay, that's why I'm looking this up, because I've always considered joy and happiness to be two different things. But let me take a deeper dive into this. Okay, let's read that again. Happy is an adjective used to describe a state of being, contentment, or joy. See, I'm going to look up that word contentment, because sometimes defining things can be a little tricky. Because I'm content right now. I'm just not happy. I'm content and I'm grateful. Roof over my head, food in my fridge, about to get some more food in my fridge, clothes on my back. I'm not in the best health, but my health is fair. You know what I'm saying? So I'm content. I'm grateful. However, this is like, I don't know. For me, put a 1 in the chat if you feel indifferent about this definition. Indifferent, or you like slightly don't understand how it's going or where it's going. Happy is an adjective, used to describe a state of well-being. Now, I did say happiness can be momentarily, like, oh, he got me this gift, or he gave me this money. I'm happy. And then later on that night, I might not be so happy. Or for that day, I might be happy. You feel me? That goes with a state of well-being. So basically, they're giving more than one definition. A state of well-being, contentment, or joy. Those three different things, right? So I never really thought, I don't know if this been changed since, via AI have come in to effect. But yes, those are three different things: a state of well-being, contentment, or joy. And I like to stay on something a little bit longer so I can meditate and I can get better understanding. So I just had to break that down out loud. Why give it to you while I'm giving it to my spirit? It generally indicates a person is pleased, glad, or satisfied. Okay. And see, I never would have thought all of those can be like synonyms. I just didn't. Pleased, glad, or satisfied. Okay. In its broader sense, it can also refer to something that is fortunate, lucky, or perfectly suited to a situation. It generally indicates a person is pleased, glad, or satisfied. In its broader sense, it can also refer to something that is fortunate, lucky, or perfectly suited to a situation. Well, I do consider myself fortunate, blessed, lucky, no, perfectly suited to a situation. That part right there is a little deep. I got one person still here. Can you put a 1 in the chat or your name in the chat? If you have a platform, you can drop your name and I will sub and or engage with your page. Whether it's this platform, FB, the ground, I'll even do TT, but I'm not coming on there as me. I'll use my backup page because I'm not over there like that. But if you don't say nothing, I won't know who you are. But if you're just here to support me, I appreciate that too. I'll take it however it comes. Support is everything. So, a lot of people have came and left. I'm going to say this. It's okay to not always be okay. It's okay not to always feel positive. Now, if you find someone that seems to be not positive almost every day, know that more than likely they're depressed. And that's just what it is. Even if you meet somebody at job, you say they always negative. Trust me, they need a hug or something, or less. We do have people that's just demonic. We just have some people just demonic, don't have the Lord, don't have, love in their heart. We see it on the news every day. But I can almost promise you, if you see somebody and they always seem to be negative, I'm not going to even say negative, because some people, because you're not always talking about positive things or happy thoughts, they take that as you're a negative person. That doesn't mean that. Anybody know me? If you look at my face, I have this permanent frown in my face. And you know what? I haven't always had that. Life. If you live a little longer, Depending on the person, some people just take a licking and keep on ticking and always smile. And then you got some people that just hold everything in. And then one day you go left. I don't want to be that one person that does that. I'm glad I had therapy. My therapist taught me plenty. That's why I call a spade and a trump a trump. You feel me? Are you happy? Okay, we're going to go back to this. The definition of happy can be broken down. Oh, there we go. Broken down into a few specific applications. I said that, Donna.
Happy. Happy.
The definition of happy can be broken down into a few specific applications. News and new to me. Emotionally, feeling, showing, or expressing joy and pleasure. Example, she looked so happy after hearing the news. Emotionally, feeling, showing, or expressing joy and pleasure. She looked so happy after hearing the news. Okay. Willingness, being readily agreeable or eager to do something. Willingness, being readily agreeable or eager to do something. Example, I would be happy to help you out. Okay. Suitability, perfectly appropriate or cleverly adapted to an occasion. Suitability, perfectly appropriate or cleverly adapted to an occasion. Oh, okay. Example, that was a very happy choice of words. Fortune, favored by luck or good circumstances. Fortune, favored by luck or good circumstances. Example, a series of happy accidents. Fortunately, favored by luck or good circumstances. Example, a series of happy accidents. It say accident. I'm going to say incidents. I don't know about the accident. That's not it for me. Historically. Word origin. Historically. The term derives from the Middle English word happy, meaning fortune or favored by fortune. It is related to the word hap, which means chance or luck. Okay, I'm learning. Okay, that's our
happy.
Okay, so although it was in that sentence, I'm still going to look up the word joy. Again, happy Juneteenth to everyone.
Joy.
Joy is a deep, abiding emotion of intense happiness, contentment, and well-being. Okay, a little different. Joy is a deep, abiding emotion of intense happiness, contentment, and well-being. While happiness often relies on temporary, okay, there I go, I said that. While happiness often relies on temporary, external events, joy is typically an eternal state of fulfillment, peace, or delight. It is commonly expressed through gaiety, smiles, or laughter. Okay. I experienced joy now and then, I will say. Joy is definitely emotional. I'll say this the difference. Like, you can be like, oh, I'm so happy for you. Then you can like hear that word that you resonate with, and you be like, oh, joy. Woo, praise him in the sanctuary. Yes, Jesus. Like, on some real words. Related concepts to perspectives. Joy versus happiness. Psychologists define happiness as an external reaction to good fortune, like getting a promotion. In contrast, joy is an eternal state linked to deep-seated values, gratitude, and overall meaning. Synonyms: bliss, elation, ecstasy, rapture, and euphoria. Spiritual meaning: in many religious traditions, such as Christianity, joy is considered a constant state of inner peace and spiritual connection that persists regardless of external earthly circumstances. Usage examples: as a feeling, her heart was filled with pure joy as she watched her children graduate. Amen. There's nothing like that joy. What we say?
Joy.
What we say?
Joy.
What we say?
Joy.
Amen. Bring it home. I hope you have enjoyed my content and meaningful and deep conversations. I hope it have brought you some kind of love, understanding, hope. Thanks for listening to my rants. I'm out. Factz. Enjoy your day.